So now that we have reached and passed San Diego Comic-Con, the midpoint of collecting for all of us toy fans out there, we pretty much know what we'll be getting for the remainder of the year. There aren't too many more reveals, right? I mean, most of they've been revealed 2026 items. So I want to talk a little bit about the bonus wave we're getting of Marvel Legends, the X-Men wave, right? The one that's shipping one figure at a time all year, only at Target. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spector Creative channel. As always, I'm Toy Guru Neitlich, your host. Me. Why else would I be here? Alright, so in addition to all the cool Marvel Legends waves we're getting all year, there is kind of a bonus wave, and it's 2025. If you're watching this video in the future, maybe even the past. Maybe you've invented time travel. So, come back right now to here. Well, actually, you'd have to be able to time travel through space, too, to do that. Okay, forget that. The point being is, in addition to all the waves, we are getting a bonus wave, more or less, of X-Men figures, a retro X-Men wave that, instead of coming out all at once, like most retro waves, it is being trickled out one customized item at a time over the course of the full year at Target. Now, as a former brand manager in the superhero world, and that's kind of what makes this channel a little unique, is that I'm a collector, but I'm also a toy brand manager. Or at least I was. Still working toys, I just don't brand manage them. Okay. The reason I bring all this up is, like I said, and going with my my experience, is because my spidey sense tells me, my Toy Guru sense, that this started off as a full wave that was offered and was massaged and manipulated, not manipulated, but I mean in a good way, I mean changed, massaged, into becoming a, one figure every 2 months or every 3 months, however they're doing it. I mean, Professor X has already hit. I don't know if Jean has hit retail yet. I'm going to get into both of them in a minute. But yeah, you see this a lot. A really good example that I did not work on, the Star Wars Kmart Endor sets. I don't even know what year, 2012 maybe, 2013. It was a whole bunch of sets. There was like an AT-ST. There were some Ewoks with a catapult. There were AT-ST drivers. It was basically a bunch of mini packs that all were themed Battle of Endor. Well, originally that was actually going to be in one giant package, much like the Target giant Battle of Hoth, and Target also did a Battle of Endor. They did these huge Christmas sets one year. God, it was like 2011, 2010. So this was pitched to Kmart, and instead of taking it as a giant, like, Christmas set, they split it up into 4 or 5 SKUs at lower price points. Just the AT-ST, just the Ewoks, etc., instead of putting everything together. So that's thought number one, was this intended to be, one figure at a time? The other thing to take into account is which figures they chose. And I had another video I made about this, because I'm always fascinated by customized retail programs, especially when I'm collecting them. I made the prediction that the final figures in this program would be an A-list character, because they're all A-list characters, and that is exactly what a customized program would have, because you want to make sure they're going to clear out. So you've got, your Professor X, your Mystique, your Wolverine variant, your Jean Grey variant. And I had predicted that the final figure I thought was going to be Scott Summer, or Cyclops, in his, 1980s Phoenix Saga outfit with the skull cap. Because I figured, good A-list. And one of the things I said in the video was, obviously they're not going to go with Storm, because look what happened last time. So, lo and behold, Comic-Con comes and reveals that the next figure in the bonus X-Men wave is Storm. A Silver Storm, which, okay, I get it. Like, the costume was kind of supposed to be black, but the light effects that Jim Lee used made it look white, and then when it was picked up in the animated series, they said, let's definitely go with white, because that's a good color break, and it'll make Storm stand out, and everyone just assumed she wore white. Did she wear black? Did she wear silver? I mean, I really think, and especially if you look at the trading cards, it's clear she was wearing black. But there was a silver action figure, a white action figure, a black action figure. You know what? It's just like Han's coat, blue or brown. It doesn't, you know what? There's precedent for all the colors. Put them all out there. But doing the exact same Storm in a slightly different color. Previously it was bright white. Now it's silver, which is a variant of white. I mean, more or less. So I don't know. I was just really surprised that Target was like. It also shows you what the turnover is in terms of both the retail toy aisle manager. I mean, from a corporate level for stores like Walmart and Sam's Club and Target and Meijer and all those. There's some of the corporate offices in charge of buying for that department, and there's also such a huge turnover in the toy industry. And I think both of these factors play into the fact that whoever put this customized program together was probably not at either company when the previous Storm figure peg-warmed. So I guess I just find this kind of stuff interesting. I hope it sells through. It already crushes me that the first figure is already on clearance, and I was looking for this one forever because I actually this one. This was the Charles Xavier I always wanted, the Savage Land version, and. So I was like hunting him down for months, and I even put in a video when I accidentally found him while recording an aisle video. And now he's sitting at clearance. So, let's hope that the rest of the figures don't wind up that way, because we want more figures, and fewer clearances means more product. So support your local retailer and toy line, I guess. Now I sound like a shill, don't I? Buy what you want. Don't buy what you don't want. Whatever. Hey, buy my books on Amazon. That's what you should buy. No, just kidding. Well, actually, you'd like them. They're like, Indiana Jones stories. Perfect for summer pool reading, plane trips, business trips. You need a getaway. You want an awesome historical read that's going to be fun? Check them out on Amazon. NileQuest. I will see you in the next video, and thank you for being part of this. It is a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. I'll see you guys in the next video.